Okay, salam, peace. This is the video. Yes, the downfall of Assad, the tyrant, the oppressor. Yes, slave to his own desires. Going to show you his escape route. He escaped. He was talking about people are we damaging the country, Syria, the foreigners, but now he's flew where? We are told Russia, Kremlin, could be America, could be France, could be Britain, but that's not my point. The point is now wherever he ran to like a rat, he ran like a rat, he is now a foreigner himself. Yes, he is a foreigner himself. So listen, then I'll come back to what does the Quran say about the tyrants, the glorious Quran. This is a secret tunnel. Look, under a mansion from where they escaped. They run like rats. This must, of course, millions of pounds. So he ran through there like a rat. Yes. Sophisticated tunnels, the latest technology. It says flew to Moscow and was granted asylum by the Kremlin Russian state media report, but then in the same breath they saying that his whereabouts are unknown. The current location of Maher al-Assad remain unknown according to rebel sources. So he could be in America, he could be here in Britain, he could have gone to France. But that's not my point. The point is that this was well prepared from day one. From day one. I doubt if he ever had a decent sleep in his night, in the night, for murdering the innocent people. Why? For his own materialistic way of life. As you can see, the wealth, hundreds of millions of pounds. Allahu Akbar. Allah is sufficient for us. But my point is, what happened to the tyrants, the oppressors? Yes, the oppressors, like Assad or anybody like him. They might escape in this world, in this worldly life. Look, hundreds of millions of pounds of vehicles. This is what happens when you follow the footsteps of the devil, the shaitan, and when you become slave to your own desires. Because this never ends, see? This never ends. The human desire, greed never ends, whoever you are. So this ends. This also marks the end of 6 decades of Assad family rule over the country. Yes. Allah says in the Quran, "Kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut." Every soul, every human being will have a taste of death. Eventually, this life will come to an end, whether you're rich or poor or a billionaire. I doubt it that if he ever had a decent sleep in his night, in the night. Why would I make such a claim? Because the tunnels were made from the time he took over as a, quote, as a president. So this was well prepared. So I doubt if he had have a decent sleep. Because back of his mind he must be thinking, oh, when his time will be up, eventually this what happens. So I'm going to read from the glorious Quran, and I'm just going to read you a couple of paragraphs as well. See, there has to be a creator of all who is just. Who is just when punishment is due for anyone, whether you're rich or whether you're poor or whether you are a billionaire. Punishment must fit the crime. There has to be the one who is the creator of all and everything that exists. Because in this life you will get away with murder, with tortures, because the wealth you acquired, and there are others who are like you. You scratch my back and I scratch your back. But proof of the creator of all, Allah. Divine displeasure, the glorious Quran and Hadith is stressed that oppressions incurs the displeasure of Allah, which can manifest in one's life in various forms. Accountability. Look, if someone murders your family, wouldn't you like to have justice? Of course you do. We all like to have justice. But what if you do not get the justice in this world? So there has to be the one who is just, the creator of all, to whom you will go back, to the day of resurrection, the day of judgment. So accountability in the hereafter, one of that most emphasized beliefs is that individuals will be held accountable for their action in life and after death. Zulm, Arabic word, oppression, is a grave matter that will be strictly accounted for. What is oppression in Islamic terms? In Islamic terms, oppression, zulm, refers to any form of injustice, be it the denial of rights, discrimination, or inequitable treatment of individuals. The glorious Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam address oppression in a number of ways, including the day of judgment. The Quran promises that all oppressors, tyrants, and murderers will be brought to justice on the day of judgment. This day will also be a time of retribution for the oppressed and innocent. So in the glorious Quran, in chapter 4 verse 135, I'm going to read chapter 4 An-Nisa verse 135. Very interesting. What does the Quran say? Very interesting, diligent listeners. Chapter 4 verse 135, and I'm going to read. I'll read it to you in English. O you who believe, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to Allah, even as against yourselves, or your parents, or your kin, and whether it be against rich or poor, For Allah can best protect both. Follow not the lusts of your hearts, like the type of man like Assad, lest you swerve, you deviate from the right. And if you distort justice or decline to do justice, verily Allah is well acquainted with all that you do. So here it is, dear brothers and sisters in humanity. He will have his due retribution, like we all will, with our Maker on the day of judgment, the day of resurrection. After the oppression, murder and torture, it could have been any one of us, our member of family. But now he run like a rat. And he said that foreigners coming in Syria and destroying Syria. But now he is a foreigner himself. Whether he's going to America, whether he's here in Britain, or he's going to France, or the media, they tell that you could have gone to Russia, Kremlin. Either way, he is a foreigner. And he runs like a rat, and he will have his day with his Maker. Salam, peace.